Single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Ferris. I go by TJ.
TJ, okay.
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey,
I'm TJ.
I'm Chanel.
That's nice.
Just a little bit though.
Just-
but you naturally talk low.
I do.
So,
I feel like I'm yelling.
no, you're
Be
not.
like,
Hey, I'm Chanel.
I'm TJ.
And this is
Matched at First Sight.
Welcome to our channel. We are on the beautiful beach today. We're in Miami, as you guys know. And we wanted to go ahead and post another video for you guys. This video is going to be about our experience on Pop the Balloon, everything, like how we were feeling, the whole process, and our feelings while we were on the show. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
The reason why I did end up on the show was I was encouraged to actually go. And I had my doubts, and I was thinking, like, I don't know if this is going to like work out. Didn't think I was gonna get a match, but you know, I did go on, and during that process, there was a lot of just checking in and making sure that I was ready for something like that, and still was not ready, but because I didn't expect what I had that, you know, that I was blessed with, because it was Chanel. So during the process, yeah, so they brought us in, and you know, I met all the guys from that same lineup that day, and it was actually very, very powerful in that room. You know, we actually had more of a communion type situation. We were talking about life and being men and how we were going to do better, and, you know, whatever. Prayed. We talked about Jesus. We even clarified with each other on why we was there in the first place. So, like, we really had a really great outcome up until, you know, I had to step out there, and I went second. And when I really didn't know what to expect. Yes, I had seen the show, and I had done a lot of investigating on and planning on how I was going to ask questions. And so when I stepped on stage, really, it was blurry. I could not really see because I was so nervous. All I seen was legs, literally, white light and legs. And I truly had to like get it together. And so when I finally was able to see, first, you know, I just checked the whole lineup up, and you know, I was really drawn to Chanel. So, and you know, I was just like, okay, yeah, like she's really gorgeous, and I like the way she's dressed.
Very modest, very, you know, don't show too much, you know, like keep it cute, keep it, you know what I mean? Like if you're looking for a husband, dress like you're looking for a husband. No man's gonna want a woman with everything showing, like everything out, right? No.
Yep. Yeah. So that's exactly right. I mean, a lot of the women, you know, on that episode, some dressed not so modestly, but most dressed pretty okay, right? But I was definitely just drawn to Chanel. So I asked my questions. My very first question was,
Are most important, and also walking that path with your partner, just having a partner that is like on the same page as you when it comes to like faith and believing and trusting in God. I am Christian, by the way.
very most important question, which was, what does your faith look like in your life and in your relationship? I asked that for a reason. Now, I believe in Jesus Christ. You know, I did not want to ask a question and for them to tell me what I was, you know, because of what I wanted them to hear. So if I say, hey, I believe in Jesus, do you believe in Jesus? They would just be like, yeah, and they couldn't be lying. So I really wanted to see like where the women really stood up with that, you know. So I was looking for Jesus or Christ or a Christian.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Our experience on the show was definitely an experience, but I do want to mention that like you don't want to like go onto the show being so camera shy, and because then you kind of don't look authentic, so you want to kind of let your guard down in a sense of like not being or feeling intimidated by the cameras. Everybody's experience is different. My experience was very humbling, but I'm also more of like a spontaneous kind of person, so like certain things don't get to me like they would some other people. Like some of my friends like would never go onto the show because you're on camera, which for me, I don't really feel like weird. It is uncomfortable, it is, but it is one of those things where like you will kind of start to gravitate and get used to after doing it a couple times. And then when you, with us being like a couple, I do feel like it is comforting for both of us because we can kind of piggyback off of each other. We're in our own like, you know, what's the word? We're in our own like, I guess, world, or like we're comfortable with each other enough to like just be ourselves. So like I said, so it would have been myself and Sherelle because we were the only ones that were Christian. Is that what you said? So we had to stop the video, so just got a little loud. But okay, cool. So with my segment, I feel like I did everything that I needed to do. It wasn't any regrets that I felt. Honestly, I felt like he was gonna pop my balloon. I thought he was gonna pop me in the beginning when he was popping, because he got so close to the girls next to me and he was like popping like each girl beside me. So it's kind of like, it kind of looked like you were gonna like pop my balloon. I was like, oh, he doesn't like me. There that goes.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage to go out there and like shoot your shot in a sense, you know, to try to, you know, find love and stuff. Nobody likes rejections, but you know, that is a part of life. So it's just one of those things where, you know, kind of just gotta learn how to deal with it because it's gonna happen. So yeah, overall the experience was good though.
Why'd you end up popping hers?
I just prefer less preference when it comes to tattoos. That's all.
Oh, that's fine.
And the thing about tattoos, here, like, I have been thinking about actually removing my tattoos. But the thing is, it's like, yes, I have tattoos, but it don't mean that my preference mean that it's okay for the other women to have tattoos. I really don't mind it, but if I had to choose, if somebody said, hey, girl with tattoos or not, then yeah, probably not. But at the same time, it's really not a deal breaker, you know. Now, if she's like full body, full blown tattoos, no, definitely not. You know, so I didn't see any tattoos on Chanel. No, really, I had no excuse to not pop her, you know. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you know, so what I wore wasn't revealing to where you couldn't see tattoos, and it wasn't on purpose to hide the tattoos. I just honestly wanted to dress more covered. Like, I didn't really want to show too much. I didn't want to wear too much makeup, have too much weave. I just wanted to look like myself and who I am. That way, like, if, you know, I find a match, it's coming from an authentic place, you know? So, I mean, yes, I did dress up and all that stuff, but I wasn't going overboard. But like I said, I did mention that I had tattoos. So before we even matched, you know, I did mention, you know, like, was that a deal breaker for him? And that's the scene and the clip.
Pretty much all I do.
Are you a homebody, or you like to go out? Are you adventurous?
Definitely a homebody.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit more adventurous, so I like to kind of like explore the world and do things. So that's kind of like what I was looking for in my partner.
That is floating around TikTok now. So yeah, so it wasn't, I don't think that, you know, it was, you know, the tattoos, you know, I think it's just more so like how many, what you have, what kind of tattoos, because you don't want like nobody having no crazy stuff on them either, you know, because that can like send a little bit of some red flags too. But you know, at the end of the day, we all have grown. You know, some people get tattoos when they're 16, 17. They don't know what nothing mean. They don't understand the concept of putting something on your body and it's permanent, you know, until you get much older, and then now you regret things, right? So you know, it's no judgment, it's just all preference based when it comes to the show, meeting people, and stuff like that. And yeah, some things are a bit vague, and for me personally, in my opinion, but it's just all a part of the show, you know? It's just a part of the show. Not saying that it's staged, because it's definitely not. It's just like people that watch the show and they go on the show, they kind of already know like what to expect in a sense, like what people might typically say. It's kind of like the same thing in a sense. But I do hope that the show does change in that aspect, that they become a little bit more broader and more unexpected. Like you really don't know what you're gonna get when you watch the next episode, right? I think the episode came out on Wednesday. Did we already watch that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're waiting for this Wednesday, but we'll be on the cruise.
Oh, did we watch it?
Did we watch
I
it?
don't think so.
It was a new one, right?
Yeah.
And because I think we watched the one.
Oh. That was our experience on the show. Overall, great experience. Yes, nerve-wracking, but a very good output. You know, I felt, obviously, right, we're still here. Over 2 months later, or 3 months,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Over 3 months later, here we are. So, I'm happy with it. You know,
Yeah.
we have really made some good headway on our relationship, and we're continuing that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I would recommend the show. Again, if you're not camera shy and just a shy person, you know, an introvert, things like that, it's probably not going to be ideal for you to go. But if you're kind of feeling like you can get out of your shell from time to time and you really kind of want to like put yourself out there to actually like find your person, and even if you don't find them on the show, I know a lot of people find people outside of the show. It's just a great way to like really put yourself out there besides like the dating apps, which can be tricky, you know, speed dating, that can get tricky. So like I think that what BM and Arlette do on the show is a great platform for people to really feel safe and comfortable with going on to like such a big show at this point now. But yeah, so we're doing well, and you know, we definitely appreciate everyone for the subscriptions, for the engagement, and just all the love that you guys have shown us. It does not go unseen. We definitely see it. So we made it our thing while we're vacationing. We haven't seen each other in 46 days. We made it our initiative and our responsibility to make this video for you guys, so that you guys like can see like what we're doing, how we're feeling, you know, give you guys like some updates and things like that. So that's why we're here. We're here for you guys, and we appreciate all the love that you guys have shown so far. And make sure you guys like,
Comment.
and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in our next video.